Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with StewiejP. It's a Clan Wars extravaganza, you guessed it. This is Caliber Z from VAM Clan. VAM have sent us some awesome Clan Wars replays, and today's Saturday extravaganza is going to be 4 Clan Wars replays in the 10 versus 10 map from the recent global map campaign. How did your clan go? Let's have a look and we see how Caliber Z and his mates light it up. You better believe it, folks. You better believe it. This is the AMX 50B. Caliber Z is the AMX 50B. He's in a Clan Wars battle on Abbey from the recent Clan Wars campaign. The 2-week 10 versus 10, 15 versus 15 Clan Wars campaign. VAM are great friends of 1AR and Caliber Z. In this first replay, he's going to show us how to have an absolute rip-up in the AMX 50B. I don't want to give too much away, but they're down by a couple of tanks. They're down by 3 tanks now. He's only got 1 bullet left in the clip. Let's have a look at this tank while Caliber Z starts reloading. He's got APCR rounds loaded, which is exactly the right thing to do in a Clan Wars or competitive game mode situation. It's a 120mm gun, 400 alpha damage, 325mm of penetration. That's with premium ammunition. Standard ammunition's a bit less with 257mm of penetration. I'm a little bit surprised that he's only got 16 APCR rounds left. Now they're up against Sabre. Now Sabre have bought a few chieftains. There's one of them, well there goes one of them, as Caliber Z picks up his first kill, but his team is still down by a few tanks. It's 4 versus 5. No, is it 4 versus 5? Unless, no, there's probably another tank not spotted. Disregard the 4 versus 5. Caliber Z in the AMX 50B has rocked up 2,644 hit points of damage done so far. It's an all-in brawl down here on the western part of the map. He's nearly loaded. There's a Kranwagen ahead of him. Some of his teammates have been killed. The 2 Object 279Es clearly been focus fired by the lads from Rebel. And did I say Sabre before? I meant to say Rebel if I did. Apologies, we'll edit that later if we remember. Not likely. Caliber Z from VAM in the AMX 50B. 2,644 hit points of damage done so far. He's cautiously looking at that T110E3, hoping the T110E3 turns around, but I don't think he's going to. An IS-4 just makes an appearance, and that should be all of the Rebel lads spotted. The T110E3 clearly looking in Caliber Z's direction. There's a Kranwagen to Caliber Z's left on pretty low hit points. The Object 260 would the Object 260 be a one-shot for, not quite a one-shot, the Object 260, but have a look at this. The T110E3 goes around, chases the IS-7, shoots him twice, but doesn't quite manage to pin in the back of the Tier 10 American non-turreted tank destroyer. That one doesn't go through either. He loses 697 hit points to the T1. And the T110E3 is on special over at Rebel. They might be going for a bit of a meme strat. He's running away as fast as he can, but there's the T1. This is a good move here by Caliber Z. The T110E3 up here is on 560 odd hit points. Goes for the shot. He gets it. Hopefully the Kranwagen can finish the T110E3 before the T110E3 fired, I think. Goes for the ram kill. Very brave to do that on the back of an E3. The other E3 gets him for 714 hit points. And I know what you're thinking, Stewie. How is he going to recover from this? 581 hit points left on the AMX 50B. It's 2 versus 6. He's just about loaded though, which is good. Down goes the T110E3. On the enemy team, now it's 2 versus 5. 5-8's the score. 1 kill to Caliber Z. Or Calibers from VAM Clan. 3,102 hit points of damage done so far. This is a global map 10 versus 10. Battle on Abbey. It's a 2 versus 5. He pulls back. The Kranwagen's on 700 hit points. Caliber Z is on 581. The Kranwagen, probably a little bit more armour than the AMX, but I don't think the T110E3 is going to have too much trouble getting a kill, getting a penning shot on Hexaflex in the Caliber Z. They're talking, they're pinging the map. So, all right, what are we going to do? Caliber Z, maybe he's going to go try to... This is going to be a bit of a drive if he's going to try to flank. He's not going to drown, folks. Don't worry about that. Gets his breath. Oh, shit. Only 3 seconds left before he gets drowned there, and it looks like the T110E3s are saying, we're not stuffing around anymore. They're pushing in on the Kranwagen. They know both the Cranny and the AMX 50B are both one-shots for the T110E3. Hexaflex gets pushed, is in the water. Oh, he's not going to survive. Hexaflex gets one into the side of the T110E3. Gets two. It's a 3-shot auto-load of the Cranwagon. Caliber Z looking for a shot. Gets one into the T110E3. The one with the more hit points. They're both one on 962, one on 670. 3 bullets left. He needs to get rid of it. This is an opportunity for a Clan Wars Kolobanovs. There's one kill. It was a 1 versus 5. This is like a Clan Wars Kolobanovs medal. Is back on the relay. He only 4 premium rounds left. This is what I was talking about before. Maybe you might reconsider having maybe a little bit more APCR in the AMX 50B. Now, with an autoloader, I'd be more inclined to run food. Oh, gets hit by the Super Conk. That was the Super Conk sticks his gun up in the air. I'm not sure if the Super Conk was surrendering, but that's 2 kills, and that's 3. He's on 4 kills, but that's 3 kills out of the 1 versus 5. He's got 3 bullets left. The IS-4, who hasn't been seen for some time, is probably a 1-shot for Caliber Z in the AMX 50B. Now, I don't think Rebel were trying to throw this one, even though he put his gun up in the air in like a surrender kind of motion. The Super Conqueror. They've got 3 tanks that are boosted for this battle, so they clearly wanted to win it. Caliber Z boosted as well in the AMX. I'm guessing that's hit points, 2100 hit points. Maybe that's what he started with. Maybe that's hit point boost. I'm not too sure. Not taking a reload. 3 bullets left in the clip, and that's all the APCR rounds that she sent. The T110E3 does have a bit of health left. Who knows where the T110E3 is going to be? The IS-4 last spotted down there at J2. This is an opportunity for a Clan Wars Kolobanovs. You are What do you reckon is going to happen? There's going to be 3 more after this one. They're not going to go for as long as this one. 5.5 minutes left on the clock. He's searching for the enemy tanks. Where are they going to be? Why don't Rebel just stick 1 tank on the cap? Maybe they're heading towards the cap. They're not the fastest tanks in the game, the T110E3 or the IS-4. He's pinging the map like a crazy person. Going down here into the water. Got to watch the tank. Got to make sure the tank's clean. Got to watch it. Getting down here. Let's quicken it up and see if we can find where these enemy tanks are. 5 minutes left on the clock. And Caliber Z basically is pinging the base, saying, well, if I sit on their base, they're going to know where I am, but with 4.5 minutes left on the timer, he's going to be out of options sooner or later. 8-9 the score. 4 kills to Calibers. Is it Calibers or Caliber Z? I reckon they both sound pretty good. From VAM clan in the T1. Oh, look out! There's one. Finds the E3. Gets spotted. He's got 3 bullets here. 3 bullets probably won't be enough to kill the T110E3, so he disengages. Interesting. The IS-4 has clearly gone for the cap in the north. Is he? It looks like he might be relocating to address the cap. Not a bad move, this. He knows he's going to outrun the T110E3, and before you know it, that 1 minute is going to be up. The minute left on the cap circle. That timer goes down pretty quickly. Going for some cheeky vision up here on the top of the Abbey. It might work. Let's see if it does as he goes through these bushes. If he's got a good crew in it, he might be able to spot the base from there. But of course, it depends where the IS-4 is sitting, I think, more than anything. 34 seconds left on the cap timer. Calibers from there he is. He gets spotted himself, though. He gets the important reset, which is good. Uses the dead non-tank there as a bit of thing. Now the IS-4 shoots in his direction. He shoots and kills the IS-4, and now it's a 1 versus 1. The chat is going mad. My face is in the way of the chat, but his teammates are going, holy moly, what's going on here? As he heads back to the southern cap, this is the opportunity for a Clan Wars Kolobanovs. He's only got standard ammunition now. Let's see how he goes against the T110E3. Or will he just go on the cap? I don't think he will. Getting on the cap, the T110E3 would come up to these bushes, spot him out, and of course, we know he's a 1-shot. Oh, he's caught him looking the wrong way. This is what we want to see. Puts 1 into the back, looking for a tracking shot. No, he doesn't get the tracking shot. Looking for another tracking shot. That one doesn't go through. 9-9 the score. 1 minute 50 left on the clock. The T110E3 as Calibers moves away and reload. T110E3 fires, but he's still not going to load before the non-turreted American tank destroyer gets a bullet ready for action. Moves around, waits for the gun to be reloaded. 6,486 hit points of damage done so far. 786 assisted damage. 5 kills. This will be, if he can get this will be not only a Kolobanov's medal, but also a Top Gun. Now, before you go nuts in the comments, I know you can't get Kolobanov's medals in Clan Wars battles. We know that. It's okay. We're being silly a little bit, but well worthy of celebration, that's for sure. We'll zoom out and have a bit of a look here. The 1 minute siren is going off. The T110E3 is on 1,175 hit points. Caliber Z is on 160 hit points. Here's a one shot for the T110E3. He needs all of his shots to pen, I think, if he's going to make this work. He tracks him. He quickly repairs his tracks. Shoots him again. The T110E3 still tracked, and he gets it with 30 seconds left on the clock. Holy moly! His teammates go nuts in the chat, folks. And that is a Clan Wars Kolobanovs for me old mate Calibers from VAM. That was pretty epic, I'm sure you'll agree. We know there's no such thing as a Kolobanovs, but who cares? That was Abby Calibers from VAM, who had a great campaign. I'm sure they had a good time. They've had a few games like that. Who cares if it's a 1 versus 5 at the end? That's why you never, ever, ever give up. Let's have a look at the results, shall we? You won the game. You carried 7,661 hit points of damage, 6 kills, 1860 base XP. Tell me that wouldn't be an ace. 7,500 damage in a 10 versus 10. That's not a 15 versus 15. There are less hit points up for grabs. He fired 27 shots, 26 hit, 22 penned, despite being low on premium ammunition. He did put 1 shot into a friend, but that's okay. Object 279's not being super good, but I'm guessing they were focus fired by probably the chieftains and everybody on the enemy team. Did he make credit? He made credits, even with a standard account. Looks like they're running clan boosters. If you run clan credit boosters, this is for any clan out there, whether you know or not. This is for any clan out there. But if you run your credit boosters from your strongholds, then the bonus to credits during a Clan Wars or a clan event like skirmishes, Clan Wars, advances, it is a lot better, depending on what level you're at, it's a lot better than it is for random battles. Let's have a look. We're back on Abby again. This time it's Flowing Panic. Flowing Panic from VAM. I know he's one of their callers, or he used to be. And they're going to the same, although they're running a super split combination here. Flowing Panic in the Object 277. They're running an EBR, which has just been walloped in the middle, I guess. They're playing up against KTKID. Now, I'm not sure how KTKID went in the campaign. We saw them a few times. Sometimes they did okay, sometimes they didn't do it. They're sort of the same as us, I guess. A heap of Object 277s, an EBR, IS4 and a 60 TP. 60 TP guarding base for 277s. Pushing straight down the 8 line, which isn't a bad move, but they're super split. Three Object 277s and an IS4 pushing the 1 line. Now, if the enemy team is shoving one direction, they're going to lose here. But let's have a look and see what happens. It looks like the enemy are shoving the middle. 60 TP with the EBR, keeping eyes on the cap, and also the 60 TP should be able to spot the middle if they start poking out there, maybe. I hope so. Depends on how good his crew is, I guess. Flowing Panic in the Object 277. He's got the heat rounds loaded. It's a 130mm gun. 490 alpha damage, 340mm of penetration with the heat rounds. 265 with APs. Flowing Panic using food in this one. It's, what do they call it? Extra combat rations for the Russian tanks, which is an extra 10% to all crew skills and perks. It'll help your reload time, your aim time, and with very few exceptions, I'd run them in any tank in a Clan Wars kind of scenario. They've worked out that, it looks like KTKID have worked out that VAM are a little bit split here. The 60 TP and the EBR both out of the fight. They're pushing on the western flank, but they've left some of their teammates behind back in the middle. So VAM regrouping, and it'll be a focus fire exercise over there in the west. They've got to get rid of those 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy tanks. Mainly 277, but there's an IS4 in there as well. Focus fire, lads, that's all you need to do, and you'll win this fight. Down goes the Object 277 to the Super Conqueror in the rear. Making the right call here, Flying Panic. Pushing into these 4 tanks that are here. There's a one shot, he kills it. Look for the low health targets, getting guns out of the game. That's what you need to do. He's moving his mouse around, looking for a shot on that Object 277, waiting for the guns. The gun turret. There's an STII from KTKID, an STEE. That's what I normally call it. Racking the damage up, 1,737 hit points. It's an all-in brawl. I need to pick a group and eliminate them, and then turn around and shoot the other ones. The STII getting taken care of by the IS4. Or relatively even. I think they need to say, rightio, let's get rid of this and come back. I think is the right call. 3-4, they're down by a tank. The STII, maybe the IS4 is confident. The IS4 might say, hang on, I've got this. You guys look after the other ones. The 60 TP moves into the middle. We lost the EVR and a few Object 277s earlier. Oscar the Cat bravely up the front on 417 hit points. Make that 71, make that 0. 3-5 the score, looking for an epic comeback here from VAM. Flying Panic in the Object 277. Up to nearly 3,000 hit points of damage now with the one kill. Good spread of kills going out. Shows that they're all focus firing and all that kind of stuff, using the dead tanks to be hulled down, which is the right thing to do. 1,340 hit points of damage left on the Object 277s. No tanks boosted on either team in this game, and they've gotten rid of one of the super conks. This super conk looks like he's going to be the next one to go, or is it going to be the Chieftain? Flying Panic goes for the lower plate on the Chieftain, makes them both one shots, and as long as they pen their shots, this will be 2 more quick kills. Loses 423 hit points to the super conk. Down goes the super conk, killed by the potato tanker. General High Ping gets the kill on the Chieftain, and that brings the score back to 7-5. The enemy team is still super split. Down goes the STB, and unfortunately IS4 finally goes down to the STII. The STE did a great job in holding off that STIA, but it looks like he didn't put any damage into the tank, which might help them. Even though VAM are winning by tanks, it's 4 versus 2, 4 guns shooting against 2. Those 2 tanks, one of them's full health. The STII is definitely full health. The Object 277 on 1,600, which is a bit under half. And for that reason, the STII going first, and they're penning their shots nicely here, the lads from VAM. 983 hit points left on the STII. STII going for the ram kill on General High Ping. Sticks his gun up in the air to say, up yours, but Flying Panic gets rid of him, and now we need to focus on this Object 277. He's gone right past them. A very interesting move there from KTKID. Potato Tanker confirms that kill, and that was a great fast and furious battle on the western flank of Abbey, and they should be pretty happy with that result. Flying Panic and VAM. Let's have a quick look at the scoreboard before we move on to our next replay. It's an extravaganza, a VAM extravaganza. You better believe it. Whoa, wrong button. We pushed the wrong button. We did. We pushed the wrong button, but it's okay. It is okay. Let's have a look at the result of Abbey before we move on to the next one, which is going to be a different map. It's going to be Malinovka. But before we go to Malinovka, let's have a look at Flying Panic's result. They had a great time. VAM versus KTKID on Abbey. Focus Fire is what won that game. Look at those great scores there. 4,200 to Potato Tanker, 5,316 to Flying Panic. Over 3K to General High Ping, and in it, a good spread of damage there, great spread of kills as well, and nothing wrong with that shooting. He fired 12 shots. They all hit, and they all penetrated. Never going to be unhappy with a result like that. And as mentioned earlier, running credit boosters, even though Flying Panic was firing full heat, which is the right thing to do in a situation like that. He was firing full heat, full premium ammunition. Looks like he's buying his auto resupply, he's buying his consumables at half price when they're on special, which is exactly the right thing to do. It still only cost him 65,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account. Of course, Battle Payments was on. If that Battle Payments wasn't on, that's for the clan reserves, the clan stronghold boosters, thingamybobs. That will help your members make credits playing Clan Wars, and it's going to encourage people to play more, right? And fly premium when they need to. Let's have a look at game number 3. This is a VAM extravaganza. This time we're on Malinovka. This is 32B. Not sure where he gets his name from, 32B, but I like it. It's a pretty cool name. He's in the Striv. Now the Striv is another relatively popular tank tech tree tank to take into Clan Wars. It's a tank destroyer. It's Swedish. It looks cool. It looks like a cheese wedge. In fact, that's the nickname that some people give it. And it hits pretty well. It's not a bad tank at all. This is 32B. Using VAM. This is a Clan Wars Extravaganza. VAM, great friends of 1AR. Sorry I pushed the wrong button earlier, but let's get back to the action. The Striv is a Swedish TD, probably the most accurate TD in the game. I reckon maybe the most accurate tank in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a few of them, 3 Strivs. One Object 268 version 4, which is Flying Panic, the same guy that we saw on Abbey not too long ago. See that? I told you it was accurate. Straight into the EBR for 403 hit points of damage. He got spotted though, which is a bit of a concern. This is VAM versus VNVV. There's more Vs in this battle than you'll ever see in your life. VAM playing VNVV. Ron Malinovka, the EBR, is just spotted out, and 32B just got hit by something for 312 hit points of damage. Probably a medium tank over there in the west. The EBR's down to a one-shot though. They'll be hoping to get rid of the French-wheeled light tank. The Init 1 picks up the kill, and none of the enemy tanks have been spotted. No light tanks on VAM's team for this one, but 32B's already picked up 808 hit points of damage. Now, APCR is both premium and standard in this one. Standard 308 mil of penetration for 390 alpha damage for the 105mm gun. Premium is 350 mil of penetration. That's pretty high pen for an APCR round. So an APCR round is different to the heat round in the way that it's quicker through the air, so you require less lead time, unless I'm wrong, to hit your targets. This guy's gone. The CS-53. Good focus fire there by the VAM lads. Down goes the 60, the CS-63, the fast and furious Polish medium tank, the one with the turbo on it, as 32 picks up 1,213 hit points of damage already. 2-2's the score. Ron Malinovka. There's a Centurion Action X there. A lot of the VNVV tanks have not been lit so far, but there's the Leopard on the cap, and that's going to be easy to hit the Leopard as long as the Leopard stays spotted. Looks towards the Object 277. The Leopard gets off the cap. 2-2 the score. Now this is telling us this figure up here is a little bit inaccurate. During a Clan Wars battle, obviously there's fog of war. There are tanks that you can't see, so your game doesn't know how many hit points you're up against. So this figure varies wildly. But now all the VN tanks have been lit now by the looks of it, and now it's a little bit more accurate. But look, it says they're down by 2,000 hit points, which makes sense. Down by 2 tanks. 2-4's the score. The Striv can be a great tank. Object 279E is trying to do something about this Centurion Action X, but the 279E just been too slow to get back there. The 90 shoots and hits the Striv. The Striv gets his kill. 32B gets his first kill, brings his damage up to 2,600. And now there's was that another upside down tank? I don't think it was. Looking. There's the 140. Takes him down. Massive ammo rack there on the 140 from the other Striv, I think. And you've just got to aim and shoot, my friends. That's all you need to do. 5-6 the score. And no one's won this game yet. It looks like the VN clan have bought mainly mediums. One Object 277 and one EBR. The rest are mediums for mobility around this map. Looks like they might have been going for a sneaky cap, and now they're YOLOing into the guns of VAM. And VAM having a great time farming all this damage. A 277 might go down, which will even it up a bit, but 32 gets the kill on the Object 140, brings the score back to 8-7. It's 3 versus 2. The Striv of 32B is the lowest health hit points. The Object 279E going in now, and 2 Strivs and an Object 279E. The 279E is holding down there, rolling forward slowly. The Striv's getting forward. He's behind. He tracked the tracking shot on the 907. 907 burnt his repair kit, trying to do the circle of death to sniping heavy in his Striv. The 907 on 621 hit points. Sniping heavy's in a bit of trouble here. 32 turns around, tracks the 907 again, but the 907 keeping the other Striv tracked. But 32B saying, don't worry, mate, I've got you here, I've got your back, waiting for that Swedish gun to reload. He went for the ram, didn't quite get the kill on sniping heavy, the poor old 90, but Object 140 goes down to the 279E, and it's another great win for VAM on Malinovka. featuring the Strivs. Let's have a look at that result and not push the end stream button by mistake like I did last time before we move on to our fourth and final replay. A VAM Extravaganza. They're great friends of 1AR Clan. Great bunch over there. Our last one's going to be a little bit different, but this one, VAM versus VNVV. Take a breath. Melanovka, you got plenty of damage. 5,216 hit points. 4 kills, 1316 base experience. The 279E did all right with 4,000. Good spread of damage with the rest. And the YOLO strat didn't quite work for the medium tanks from the VN clan. 25 shots fired, 21 hit, 15 penned. It felt like more than that penned, but a little bit sniped, which is the job of the Striv. 790 assisted damage. Did he make credits? This is what I'm talking about, folks. Even firing premium, which I'm not sure if he did, switch to premium APCR in that game. Who cares? But even doing that, still making good coin. That's what I'm talking about. With the clan credit boosters give you a really big boost in your clan wars battles. Also advances and also skirmishes and all that kind of stuff. Let's move on to the last game. The last game is on Ensk. We know what Ensk is like. You either love it or you hate it. Now this is Starry's point of view. Starry in the mouse. I'm going to have to quicken this one up a bit because I think this one might go for... Oh, it doesn't go for too long. Now, this game... Nice of Starry to send us this one, because this game is not all about Starry. Normally when people send me a replay, they have done really, really well in it. This may or may not be the case. This may or may not be the case in this one. We're playing on Ensk. It's VAM again, this time versus KTKID. KTKID, the same clan that they beat earlier on Abbey. Let's make the mini-map a little bit bigger. Now, I'm not sure you can't see the chat. One of the players has said, does anyone bring a pack of cards? It's looking like a little bit of a camp by both teams, quite possibly. The E100 was last spotted up here at A1, and we're just waiting. There was something happened. I think a caller may have disconnected. He did send me a message, and I probably should have reread the message before I was there. I think the caller disconnected, so they just got into their positions, and then it's a case of hurry up and wait, so the caller can get back into the game. You can see a few tanks getting spotted up there in the north, and I think the caller has reconnected now, and it's time to start moving. They're they're relocating. You've never seen a mouse go this fast before. Starry loves the mouse. The mouse is a tier 10 German heavy tank. The one that the mouse was super. The mouse was the meta a few years ago. This is before Chieftains came into the game. Mouses were 279E has gone blue. I'm not sure what happened to the 279E going blue, but they've gone the big push straight up the 7-liner. So look, if they're going to camp, we're gonna go down swinging. So let's make this work. Not sure what happened to the 279E because he's still back there. They're camping back there in the northwest, also camping back there in the corner. What are they going to do? In the message he says, we tried the box strat here, Stewie. This is the box strat. In goes the mouses. The mouses are forming, look at this, the mouses are forming a box around the 277. This is going to be a cheeky cap, is it? Is it going to be a cheeky cap? I'm not too sure. Starry's getting hit from behind. The 279E must have DC'd totally, and maybe he got kicked out of the game. He must have did some team damage. I'm not too sure. We'll have a look at the result anyway. But they've boxed in Republican, and the Mousers being higher than the Object 277. They're shielding Republican from being shot. There's 13 seconds left on the cap. This can't work. Surely KTKID are going to move in. They're not going to move in. Now, Starry goes down. He didn't do any damage, but he still set with the replay because he thought it was grouse. They've boxed in the Publican there. And of course, it's not just the Publican getting the cap points. There's more than 3 tanks on the cap. This 277 up here might be safe as well. He's on full hit points. 7 seconds left on the cap. 6, 5. This is how it's done. Tanks are dying, but the cap is the most of the cap points are on that 277. They're boxing in the Object 277, the Publican. This is going to work because it's 6 seconds to go. Can they cap it out? They're getting some kills. They've killed a couple of their tanks, so they're still getting their damage in and their phone points. They really want to win this game. They're down 2-4. There's 2 seconds left on the cap. No way this is going to work. 2-4, 2-5 down. They still get the cap. The T110E3 gets set on fire. The Object 279E is left behind. Maybe he went blue. I don't know what happened to the 279E. Let's have a look at the results. Starry, what was that? What can I say? What happened to the 279? It didn't do any. What happened there? He fired 7 shots, 5 hit and 0 penned, which is interesting. He didn't do any team damage. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe he'd readied up. Maybe he went blue from the game before. I don't know. Look, a great way to finish this extravaganza. This is VAM's extravaganza. VAM had a great time on the global map. I hope you guys did too. If you played on the global map, let me know how'd you go. That was Starry from VAM in the mouse with the box. That's how you break a camp. When it works, it works. 32B, welcome to Get On Board Studios. Thanks for the replay in the Striv on Melly. And of course, Flying Panic in the Object 277 and Caliber Z with that Clan Wars collar ban-offs, both on Abby. Thanks very much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and see you all next time.